Listen to me carefully. Most men today are lost, not because the world is unfair, not because success is impossible, initiative, but because they spend their lives chasing women instead of chasing purpose. They scroll through social media sending messages to girls who don't even know their name. While their own name means nothing in the world, let me tell you a truth that society won't give you. Women don't follow men who chase. They follow men who lead. A man who is desperate for attention will never earn respect. And a man who lives without purpose will never experience real love, real loyalty, visual real success. Purpose over pleasure, that is where transformation truly begins. Most people wake up every day chasing whatever feels good in the moment, instead of what pushes them toward greatness. They live like slaves to comfort. They waste hours scrolling, gossiping, gaming, and chasing meaningless attention. They sacrifice purpose for temporary pleasure, and then complain about why their lives never change. The truth is simple. Initiative. You cannot build a strong future while being controlled by weak habits. Every man who ever became something understood one rule: sacrifice now to win later. Pain today, power tomorrow. Pleasure is easy. Discipline is rare. Pleasure gives you nothing but regret. Discipline builds your character, your mindset, and your future. Pleasure makes you addicted to comfort. Discipline makes you addicted to growth. And growth is the only path to freedom. People who chase pleasure never feel fulfilled. Their souls are empty because they never build anything meaningful. They keep chasing distractions to escape their own unhappiness. But a man with purpose doesn't run from life. He runs toward results. He wakes up with clarity. He knows where he's going and why. Initiative. He has goals so strong that distractions simply don't matter to him. Purpose gives you direction. It makes your life meaningful. It forces you to improve. When you live with purpose, you stop caring about the opinions of others. You stop getting emotionally controlled by rejection, failure, or loneliness. You become focused, disciplined, unstoppable. Purpose gives you power over yourself. It makes you dangerous, not to others, but to the weakness inside you. Because the moment a man chooses purpose over pleasure, his life changes forever. This is where real strength begins. Value is everything in life. People try to deny it, but the world responds to value, not excuses, not needs, not feelings. You want better results in life, better opportunities, better relationships, better income. Then you must become a person of value. Value is not something you demand. It's something you build. It's something you earn through relentless improvement. Too many people complain about being ignored, overlooked, or rejected. Yet they spend no time upgrading themselves. They want respect without discipline, success without sacrifice, love without purpose. Life doesn't work that way. If you want to attract something greater, you must become greater. That applies to everything: business, relationships, success, influence. Initiative. You don't get paid for your time. You get paid for the value you bring in that time. You don't attract loyal people just by being nice. You attract them by being a leader. Someone worth believing in, someone who moves with strength and conviction. You won't attract a strong, loyal, meaningful partner until you become a strong, loyal, meaningful person yourself. You get what you are prepared to hold. This is why real growth begins with self-investment. Develop your mind. Read, learn, think deeply. Improve your decision-making. Develop your body, train hard, stay disciplined, build physical presence. Develop your income. The world respects a man who can take care of himself and create his own opportunities. Develop your emotional control. Stop overreacting. Stop complaining. Stop being a victim. Become stable. Become reliable. Become powerful. When you increase your value, you shift the energy around you. You no longer chase anything, because everything that matches your level naturally starts moving toward you. Life is a mirror. It reflects who you are. So, if you want to change what you receive, first change what you give. Increase your value and watch how your world transforms. Self-respect is the foundation of power. Without it, initiative, you will tolerate anything, accept anything, and settle for a life far below your true potential. Most people don't fail because they lack talent or opportunity. They fail because they lack standards. They allow laziness, distraction, and weakness to control their lives. If they choose comfort over growth and then wonder why nothing ever changes. But deep down, they know the truth: they betrayed themselves. A person without self-respect will always chase validation from others. They desperately seek approval, attention, and acceptance because they don't approve of themselves. They fear being alone because they're uncomfortable with who they are. But a person who respects themselves doesn't beg for attention. They command it. Not through arrogance, but through quiet confidence and undeniable discipline. Self-respect is not a gift, it's built through choices. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, your respect grows. Initiative. Every time you wake up early when you said you would. Every time you work when you don't feel like it. Every time you stay focused while others get distracted. You are sending a message to your own mind: I can trust myself. And that trust turns into power. Self-respect also means protecting your energy. You stop entertaining pointless conversations. You stop hanging around people who drain your ambition. You stop giving your time to those who don't value it. Initiative. You set boundaries not because you're cold, but because you're serious about your future. People treat you based on how you treat yourself. If you act like your time is worthless, initiative, others will waste it. If you act like your life has no mission, others will pull you into theirs. But when you stand firm in your purpose, the world responds differently. Respect yourself first, and everything else will follow. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you want to become. People speak about confidence as if it comes from hype, as if it comes from motivational videos or people cheering them on. That isn't real confidence. Real confidence is built in silence, during early mornings when you force yourself to get up, during late nights when you keep working while others sleep. Initiative, during those moments when you push through pain even though no one is watching. Discipline builds a level of self-belief that nothing else can replace. It proves to you that you can rely on yourself. Weak people wait for motivation. Strong people rely on discipline. If motivation is temporary, it disappears when life gets uncomfortable. Discipline stays. It keeps you moving when you're tired. It keeps you focused when you're stressed. It keeps you committed when doubt tries to invade your mind. Discipline is the weapon that protects your goals from your emotions. Your mind will try to negotiate with you. It will look for excuses. It will tell you to do it tomorrow. It will tell you to take it easy. But a disciplined person never listens to weakness. They act based on their mission, not their mood. They don't need to feel like working. They just work. And that is what separates winners from the rest. Discipline also creates freedom. The more disciplined you are with your time, your habits, and your responsibilities, the more control you gain over your life. You no longer feel lost or anxious because you know exactly what you must do daily to win. Discipline turns chaos into order, and order is where growth thrives. Anyone can talk. Anyone can dream, but only the disciplined turn dreams into reality. Discipline is not punishment. It is power. Success is not just about achieving goals. It's about building a life of stability, strength, and purpose. People talk about relationships, love, and loyalty, but very few understand that real, healthy relationships only exist when a person has built a strong foundation first. You cannot expect peace from chaos. You cannot expect loyalty when you provide no direction. You cannot expect support when you have no mission. When your life lacks structure and purpose, relationships become messy. People argue over nothing. Insecurity takes over. Jealousy ruins trust. But when you have built yourself, mentally, physically, and financially, you bring stability to the table. You no longer depend on anyone to complete you or fix your emptiness. You don't beg for love because you already respect yourself. And because you respect yourself, you choose wisely who enters your life. A purposeful life filters out the wrong people. Those who waste time fall away. Those who bring negativity disappear. Initiative, those who play games and cause drama lose access to you. And the right people, disciplined, genuine, strong-willed people, gravitate toward you because they see your direction. They feel your focus. They recognize that you are going somewhere and they want to move with you, not against you. A strong partner doesn't want to carry you. They want to build with you. But building requires you to bring something to the table: emotional strength, discipline, vision, the ability to lead yourself before trying to lead anyone else. When you have your life in order, you are not a burden, you are a blessing. You offer peace, not problems. You offer clarity, not confusion. You offer loyalty, not excuses. Build your life first, and the right people will join your journey. Stop chasing. Start becoming. That is the shift that changes everything. The moment you stop running after people, opportunities, validation, and attention, life begins to move differently. Chasing is a sign of weakness. It comes from scarcity, from feeling like you are not enough, from believing you must beg for what you want because you don't deserve it yet. But you do not attract greatness by acting from desperation. You attract greatness by becoming undeniable. When you chase, you give away your power. You show the world that you don't believe in your own worth. You invest time where it isn't appreciated. You tolerate situations that drain your energy. You lower your standards just to feel wanted. But want is cheap, value is rare, and people only pursue what they truly value. That means if you want to be respected, you must first become someone worth respecting. Attraction begins when you build a life so strong, so disciplined, and so meaningful that people can't help but notice. You don't need to force anything. You don't need to prove anything. You become magnetic simply by living with purpose. When you focus on growth, your presence speaks louder than your words. When you improve your mentality, your aura commands attention. When you elevate your lifestyle spiritually, mentally, physically, and financially, you naturally rise above those who waste their time chasing distractions. People chase what runs, but they follow what leads. Leadership begins when you take control of your life, your time, your habits, your environment. You stop being available to nonsense. You walk away from drama. You distance yourself from weak influences, and you refuse to be pulled off your path. That silence, that control, that unshakable focus attracts more than begging ever will. Stop chasing, build lead, and let everything meant for you find you. In the end, life does not reward the one who shouts the loudest. It rewards the one who moves with purpose, discipline, and unbreakable belief. You are not here to live small, to be average, or to beg for acceptance. You are here to build strength, to create value, initiative, to rise above you were yesterday. Let others waste their time chasing. Let others drown in distractions. You are different. You choose growth. You choose destiny. Build yourself so powerfully that everything meant for you has no choice but to align with your path. Your future belongs to you. Claim it.